There was no sunshine on LEITH tonight for Hibernian. It is darkness 20 to 11 at night, and the sun has totally set on Hibernian's Europa League journey. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It's all over. Hibs have been eliminated, unfortunately, from the Europa League, but here, spirited performance. They played well, but in the end, they didn't play well enough. Couple of amazing goals from Midtjylland was the difference maker. So close to getting to a penalty shootout, but in the end, didn't happen. And now they've been shot out one competition, and they'll go straight into another because they have a second bite at the cherry. The parachute payment, I guess technically, with Partizan Belgrade.
Yeah, Hibs crash out, folks. Three wonder goals for Midtjylland. A free kick, a worldie, and then a bicycle kick. I mean, it's very rare you get three I mean, what is there to say? Can't fault Hibs team-wise, but it's individually they were let down tonight. LEITH, what's that other idiot called that I've written down in my notes?
Junior Hoylett.
Junior Hoylett, fucking disgusting chip, by the way. And I thought Martin Boyle was caught offside one too many times, man. So
yeah, I think defensively Hibs were really good. I look at the 3 goals they conceded over the course of the 2 legs. Don't really think you can blame the defence. The free kick's just a good free kick. The opening goal tonight for Midtjylland is a good strike for distance. That kind of stuff can happen. I mean, maybe you could say, well, they've allowed the guy an overhead kick for the winner, but I mean, Jesus Christ, how many times do those overhead kicks actually get pulled off? Not very often.
No, defensively, I thought Rocky was sure he was brilliant. Got a goal, defended it really well.
O'Hara was good as well. I thought Obita was good too. I mean, I think the Hibs back line was good. Goalkeeper Smith, I don't think... I think he made some good saves, but they were all pretty comfortable saves. I don't think he had a spectacular save. I can't recall him making... I don't remember him pulling off a stop that I thought, holy shit, that's kept Hibs in the game. I think that Smith did alright, but, you know, he did what you expect him to do, make saves. But, yeah, just very disappointing. So close to penalties, and then bang, overhead kick, out.
Yeah, honestly, the coefficient needed it needed this for me. I know it's what the 3rd tie so far this summer, but it's far from ideal because I honestly believe if Hibs win this.
Well, technically, just based on the night alone, the coefficient hasn't actually went down. Whether Hibs won on penalties, the coefficient would have changed, but going forward, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I just believe Hibs would have actually got... It would be so refreshing to see 4 teams in the league stage. Now, here, I'm speaking as if two at the 5's been knocked out.
Yeah, we're all still in it. In it to win it.
In it to win it, but let's begin then, shall we? Right, so Hibs do score a goal, offside. American commentator on Solid Sport, didn't really understand why. But Martin Boyle, again, no fucking need to be offside here. Just offside, and it's not like he's the guy that scores it. Was it Kieran Bowie that scored? I think he scored it. But it's offside because Martin Boyle's interfering with play. Just no need to do it.
No, and it was the correct decision. It's unfortunate. I mean, Boyle doesn't touch the ball, but when you're in that area, you're definitely interfering with play. There's no doubt about it. The ball cuts across Boyle. He's interfering with play. It's correctly ruled offside. If Boyle isn't there, does the goal still happen? I mean, probably, yeah, but the fact is he was there and he put himself in that position, so it's unfortunate, but the goal was disallowed, I think rightfully so. I thought Hibs started the game better, and then it kind of evened out, and I thought it was 50-50 until about the last 10 minutes of the first half. Midtjylland then really did begin to dominate and put Hibs on the back foot. And I think half-time came at the right time for Hibernian because they really were up against it.
No, it did. Straight after the break, though, Midtjylland make it 1-0. It got ruled for offside. And to be honest, folks, I don't think Hibs got away with one here. I thought this was on. The more I look at it, I don't really understand why they've ruled it as offside. They weren't giving us the lines either. At least with the lines, you have some form of...
Well, we didn't get the lines in the first leg either when I thought Boyle was actually onside, so...
An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. I've heard that one before, and I mean, we can't just be ruling goals off because we ruled it off in the first leg. But you know what? Fair play. Stays at 0-0. We then have a few other incidents that go on. Mulligan had a chance, but Mulligan was pretty good tonight. Boyle was offside again. Hibs score on the counter, but Boyle's like 5 yards offside, and it's like, what's the fucking... Just let it... I know LEITH shite, right? But if Boyle just doesn't run for this, Ewan can get in behind and maybe the same thing can happen. But no, they don't do that. That's full time. Midtjylland, I mean, you're beginning to think, right, just get to penalties, Hibs. Because at this stage, Midtjylland are just turning the ante up, man. They're having shots for distance, or they're having corners, they're having headers. I mean, to be fair, Smith was catching a lot. I thought Smith was pretty faultless tonight. I thought he was faultless over the 2 legs. He's conceded 3 goals. Unfortunate. But they make it 1-0 with a Chilean international. His name's eluding me, but you know what? He stuck at top bins, and it was fantastic.
Osorio.
Great goal, wasn't it?
Aye, it was a great strike. Can't fault the keeper. I wouldn't even really fault any of the Hibs players in general. The guy just gets a shot off. Could he have been closed down a bit? Maybe, but it's just one of those shots where if you hit it that clean and you're that accurate into the corner, those shots are going to go in, and there's not a lot you can do to stop them. So yeah, unfortunate, but that was it. Midtjylland did take the lead, but then just before we got to the half-time period of extra time, you had Rocky Bashuri equalising. Johan got the ball in. Bashuri was there within the 6-yard box to just smash it into the top of the net, really. And yeah, I mean, good goal, I guess. Well, any goal is a good goal at this stage. Bashuri, who was a rock at the back, I think he deserved a goal. If anyone deserved to get Hibs back in the tie, I think it was Bashuri, because he was solid, and I think he was partly responsible for keeping them in the tie. So.
Tell you what though, right? See Ewan, I thought this was good for him, great for him, but it's not just him. How many times did Hibs hit the counter attack and have a 4-on-3 or a 3-on-3
and play the wrong ball,
yeah,
or not play a ball at all and just lose possession too many times?
Fucking crazy, folks, right? And then I mean, you have a few other opportunities. Hibs are just fucking messing it up at this point. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Panathinaikos, Midtjylland as well. Just didn't take their chances. Then for me, we get the worst one, right? So Hibs start on the counter attack. I believe Ewan plays it to who'd you call him? Who'd you call him in the middle? Can't even fucking remember. But the ball ends up falling to Junior Hoylett. And what does Junior Hoylett do? Chips it, and it doesn't even go towards the goal.
Hibs had great options here. I think it was 4-on-3 in Hibs' favour. He'd someone in the middle. He'd a couple of men. He'd a man overlapping on the right. And he also had, I believe, Johan on the left, and he decides to listen. He's tried to chip the goal, and he's not got anywhere. He's closer to the corner flag.
Yeah, but that's the thing. See with this, see if it goes to penalties and Hibs win, right? Or there's another filling and someone else balloons it and Midtjylland go through. Maybe this doesn't get talked about, but see the fact that Midtjylland score 45 seconds after he does this, and it's a wonder goal. It's all on him.
Yeah, and
then 2-1 right after the wonder goal, you get Ewan at the fucking left hand side, just going back and forth, and then loses the ball. He was a greedy bastard all night.
All right, we get it. You're skillful. You can do tricks, but no one's got time for that shit. It's literally getting into the last minute here. How about you whip a ball into the box and see if someone can get the head on it, see if you can get an equaliser. But now, he does about 10 step overs and then finally gets dispossessed.
A guy goes down with cramp. Oh, cramp, let's stop the game. Fucking loser mentality. I get that fucking at the game. See cramp, time wasting. Oh, but then they would just fake head knocks. Well, you know what though? Not it should be. I know there's a way of fucking proving it, but see this faking head knocks and faking cramp and faking injuries just so you can get. But it's not even like the referee added it on. See, as soon as that went to 1, 2, 3, the referee went A, B, C, here, and fucking ran down the tunnel. Hibs, the coefficient cup is in a million pieces, man. And you know what? They should have. Hibs should be through. They fucked up too many chances for. Honestly, man. See, considering how much of a level Midtjylland are on.
Well, Midtjylland had chances as well.
No, they did. I'm not going to sit here and dispute that, but I have never seen. Well, I can't recall the last time I've watched a team outside the old firm in Europe go toe to toe with a team that's like Champions League caliber, was have so many chances, and you feel this hard done by, for the sake of a Scottish club. It's incredible. Normally, man, Hibs would have 3 chances in the entire over the course of the 2 ties.
Yeah, no, Hibs could have took better chances tonight. They could have been through. I praised Hibs earlier in the game because I felt like they were playing it for the back well, and there was times where they were under pressure, but they were playing a couple of good passes and taking the ball out from the back without giving away possession. But the longer the game went on, they seemed to just sit. They seemed to just get like further back, and whenever they did get possession, rather than trying to play their way out for the back and bring the ball with them into the half and retain possession, they looked more willing just to launch it forward and give possession straight back to Midtjylland, and that's literally what cost them for the winner for Midtjylland. Hibs once again won the ball, and instead of maybe trying to play a pass out for the back or the player who had it, instead of him trying to bring the ball out with him, they just decided to launch it forward to clear it, and then before you know it, Midtjylland played it like one ball up, it led to a cross, then bang, overhead kick, goal. So yeah, no, Hibs, I did notice that the longer the game went on, the more they were willing, the less they were willing to play out for the back, and they were kind of just willing to launch it forward and give away possession. And when you keep giving a team like Midtjylland possession, sooner or later they're going to make you pay, and
they're going to hunt you down.
And unfortunately, a couple minutes to go, that's what happened. But it was a good performance. I think that I think Smith was good. I think Rocky Bashuri was great. I think O'Hara was great. Or O'Hara, sorry. I think he was great. Obita, I think, was good as well on the left-hand side. Caden picked up a yellow. I think he did get substituted relatively early as well. His yellow card was extremely early too, so that kind of took him out the game a little bit. But I just think what let Hibs down tonight, and maybe over the 2 legs, was just going forward.
But we've seen a lot of games over like Hearts last year against Victoria Pleasant just deserved to get beat, not good enough, right? Even that game Hearts drew 2 each. What was that Diddy team you went out against in the Conference League? That was like St Mirren against
Riga?
St Mirren against Bran, right? Even like Kelly versus Circle Bruges, right? It was very much like the other team was better. To me, this is as close as you're going to get to like a 50-50 game, despite like the 2 golfs in class, and massive missed opportunity because we weren't as many clubs in there, and I just feel like Hibs, as you pointed out, going into 2 rounds unseeded, it's going to be very tough. If they went through the night and took on Breidablik in Norway, and then even if you lose that game, you're going into a Conference League playoff. But here, what I will say is, if Hibs can go toe-to-toe with Midtjylland, why can't they go toe-to-toe with Partizan Belgrade?
Absolutely.
And on that note,
I think Partizan Belgrade are a level lower than Midtjylland, so
we'll see. But maybe this is
maybe that's unfair, but I certainly wouldn't say they're better. I don't think they're any better.
Yeah, we'll see. The only thing I don't think I know.
But can Hibs
away? In Belgrade's going to be tougher than away in Denmark.
The only thing I would say is, defensively, can Hibs get much better than they were over these 2 legs? I don't think so.
But they were unlucky. They were great and they conceded 3 great goals.
Yeah, our Partizan Belgrade if Hibs can match this level of performance and get a goal at home and get a goal away, and if they defend the way they did, are Partizan Belgrade going to score 3 wonder goals? Probably not.
There's a world out there, right, where Hibs win this tie like 5-0. But that's not happening.
This one here against Midtjylland?
Aye.
Nah, it would have been extremely unfair.
Hi. Midtjylland scored 3 wonder goals and Hibs have how many offside goals did Hibs have? I know they had a few offside goals, but it's what it is. We'll be back for the European review show. A lot to talk about.
There wasn't much in it, but I do feel like the slightly better team went through.
That's what a Jambo would say, isn't it?
No, I think that's what someone being honest would say.
Well, I'm all about the Coefficient Cup, my friend. Anyway.
Yeah, I love the Coefficient Cup more than anybody, but I just think that
it's all over for Hibs.
If you put a gun to my head and said which team was the better over the 2 legs, I'd probably edge toward Midtjylland, but Hibs could have went through if they took better chances, and they weren't unlucky with Midtjylland scoring 3 great goals, so it is what it is.
That's what it is, folks. Anyway, till next time. Peace.